everybody, it's been a long time. I'm glad to be back. Hope you guys are glad to see me. We're gonna start this off with a little bit of story time here. So we haven't uploaded anything in a while. Over the summer, basically we went on some camping trips and just enjoyed ourselves a bit. We did some jet ski riding, sold some jet skis and stuff, but the big story there is that we ended up selling our Turbo Civic, which I do have a video on earlier in this channel, not very in detail, but we ended up selling that to somebody, and he did have some trouble with it and burnt it down like 3 days after we sold it. So, you know, I'll show you guys some pictures here. It's kind of really heartbreaking, and it's hard for me to talk about it. It did buy us a new project, which I will show you guys shortly here. But first off, we'll get into the Civic buggy here, the Honda buggy, and kind of go over where it's at. And you know, not much has changed. So I don't know if you guys had seen last, but some of the fenders we made have fallen off. So we have been driving it and using it. Nothing has broken. It's working great. It did have a weird starting issue one time, which hasn't happened again, but we also haven't figured out. So we don't really know what happened. We just charged the battery and it started again, but I don't know if the battery died. Who knows? It was kind of a pain to get at, because we've built this whole front end and riveted it on, and the battery is under all that and behind all that. So other than that, it's been good to us. Still no VTEC. We had to rob the vehicle speed sensor off of it from the transmission, and we still haven't replaced the throttle position sensor. So it works, but we're still using it. Don't really see investing much in it, considering, you know, it only cost us about $1,500 to build as is, and you know, does pretty good. We were thinking about putting some smaller tires on the back, maybe going doing some burnouts later on the highway, just for some video content, you know, do some reckless stuff. One of you YouTubers asked for it on regular tires. There, how was that for regular? Regular enough tires for y'all? But beyond that, our new project, like I said, we did get rid of our Turbo Civic, so we bought a project, and it kind of fits. Oh, you can kind of see it there. But it kind of fits the theme of another buggy. So, and it also is turbo. We got rid of a Turbo Civic and we got something else turbo. So you guys have a little look here. I don't know if you recognize that, but that's Polaris RZR. It's a 2011. The VIN says it's a White Lightning. We bought it used, obviously. And yeah, it's turbocharged. It's a lot of fun. It does have its issues. I'll kind of go over what it is and what it isn't right here. So 2011 Polaris RZR, titled the White Lightning. So it has the White Lightning seats and the White Lightning dash there with a little bit more information, a little bit different. We're putting an AFR into it, so we put the wideband gauge there in it. We've got a couple more coming. We're going to do oil temperature and oil pressure there. And then we do have space for a pyro if necessary, which we're thinking we want that. But it's all blacked out besides the seats. It does have some red lighting. Does have the ARS FX control arms, wide stance control arms on it. It's got a 4,000-pound winch, some Fox suspension. Same thing in the back. It's got the ARS FX here. These guys. It's got their high clearance control arms in the back here, and same thing with the swing arms are theirs as well. Fox suspension back there. Big old fart can on the back, because, you know, why the hell not? It is an MCX turbo kit. I'll show you guys here a little bit what it looks like. So it's got a custom, or their custom intake manifold with a third injector in it. The boost piping to their intercooler up there. All leads back to this itty bitty turbo here. There's our wideband we just installed, a muffler on it. So basically we bought it from a guy who swore it was reliable up and down. Basically he had the engine just rebuilt by a shop in Arizona. I'm not sure if he bought it in Arizona or brought it to Arizona. I couldn't ever understand him very well. But yeah, he had the engine fully rebuilt. They put 9-to-1 compression pistons in it because it had melted the pistons down before. So he swore up and down it's reliable. The shop says it's reliable, all that. Well, we've had nothing but issues melting this pipe right here. It comes around and it goes into the engine right here behind the seats. And there's one on the ground here I can show you. I've had nothing but trouble. This is the original one here, so it's blown out there once. But more importantly is what's happened. It's blown out on this top pipe here, or this pipe here, a couple times now, and it's actually shot fire from underneath it and above it, and melted our CPS wiring, our crank position sensor wiring, left us stranded. It was only about like a mile or two away, so we weren't too far away, which is good. But other than that, we've got to get that figured out. We want to do a couple other things, like we're going to wire in the oil position, or the oil our oil pressure sensor is going to come off this turbo feed line here. So that's what's going and feeding our turbo over there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it comes over here to a banjo fitting on the side of the block, which is the actual oil pressure test port for the block. So we're going to tap into that, have a dual feed off that for oil pressure and for our turbo feed. And then we're going to tap off of our here. This is our dry sump oil tank, and we're going to tap off the return to this for our oil temperature. So that'll go to gauges up here, which give us more information. So basically what's going on right now is, if I don't know if you can see here, but I gotta step on the gas or the brake. That we were told this thing was reliable, no problem, we can call the shop, whatever. Give it a second to finish its heat cycle, and that's what we're dealing with, and it just gets worse from there. It'll slowly creep up and up and up and up until it's about max. I don't know what to take of that, but to me it seems like it's running lean. If it's, it's definitely running lean. If it's saying that on our gauge, I don't think that's from the turbo placement, and it's melting exhaust pipes. Like, to me that indicates that it's lean. I don't know, that seems like a decent, I know it's too close to the turbo, and we closed off some exhaust leaks by it with just some JB weld, but like, that seems like it's still too lean. We pulled the spark plugs and they were white. Seems like it's lean to me. So we've got some investigation to do into that. We're gonna look into maybe a fuel commander, because I'm not too sure here, but doing some research, this turbo kit seems to be missing some items. Like this third injector is not really plugged into anything, and if we do plug the jumper harness in, it seems just like it's all kinds of wrong wiring, and it doesn't really run nicely. So I'm not too sure what to make of that. Maybe we got to talk to the MCX guys here and see if our wiring is correct, because there's just some plugs under here that you jumper and activate that third injector. I'm not sure that's the right way to do it. other than that, guys, yeah, that's our new project. So hopefully we'll get some video of it. We already kind of messed up here. I'm gonna just straight open up, admit this, that we messed up. We just took the guy's word for it that it was reliable. We took it on an 80-mile ride, and yeah, hopefully everything's all right. We're gonna get it fixed up and just continue to send it, because you know, what else do you do at that point? So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna go on some rides here, and I'll share some video I captured of that 80-mile, possibly engine devastating ride.
Grab my winch. We're almost at the fucking intake. Hey, grab it. Out. Pull it. Out.
garage, guys. I hope you enjoyed that possible engine disaster 80-mile ride we just took this thing on that now scares both of us. So what we're looking at here is how we're gonna set up our oil temperature. So we've got an Innovate Motorsports oil, water, fuel tower, just a liquid temperature gauge, and we've got a fitting here that it all slips into nicely that we're gonna run upon this line here, this guy right here, which if you can see, probably can't on camera here, but down there it says one is out and the other one is in. So we're taking that as into the engine, out of the engine, and we're gonna run it on the engine supply line there. So stay tuned and watch us put this. There it is, guys. Check it out. In. It runs under there, right by the batteries, under the center console, up the back. Boom, right to the dash. Give it a little bit of power. Lights up. Boom, look at that sucker. Oh, it's beautiful. It's going to be great. All right, we're going to see what we can do here for oil pressure. I'm going to go over it here quickly with you guys. Basically, as I stated earlier in the video, we're gonna try and tap into our turbo feed line here, which is right here. It runs off a little banjo bolt. It's super hard to see. Probably can't show you guys. It's back there. And what we went and we did is we found some dual banjo bolts somewhere here. Not sure where the bag ended up, but it's somewhere. So I'll show you guys those, and yeah, we're gonna run that, and the same thing, try and run a hydraulic line this time, because we don't really want to worry too much about it under the center console and up to that gauge for oil pressure, and still have turbo feed coming off the same spot. All right, so I'll keep you guys tuned into what's going on. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. It helps us all out. Just a little update, maybe what you'll see next video. We're going to do this oil pressure sensor here. So on this side here, we just got the line in for it today. We're going to be looking into snorkeling our belt intake and exhaust. We're also going to be looking right now, like we are looking here, for any kind of intake leak or vacuum leak, because we are running lean, so trying to find out why before anything goes on. So we've got a power commander on sale, or on order here. It's coming right away, so we'll go over installing that. All right, stay tuned guys.